Okay, let's do this. All right. Here's my. Check this out. Who's this? Sister Christian, baby. You're like, what? I don't think she's even a Christian. Yes, she is, dude. She's gonna tell us something. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Guess what? Okay, we're gonna talk about something. Man, if I can use this channel to bring some light and love, why not? We talk about this. This is something I wish, in fact, I think everybody should know. That's why I'm doing a fucking YouTube video. You're like, oh my goodness, did he just say fucking YouTube video? Yeah, here we go. Boom. Because eventually we're going to get here, but we got to go through fucking that. You're like, seriously, boom. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, my AdSense is really low, so drop me $8 via PayPal for like just 25 bucks or whatever the date is that you're watching this. You're like, seriously, guys. Yeah, all you have to do is just go to PayPal, put Americana 417, drop me $25 back to me. Seriously, you got to pay people if they, if you're blessing it. Come on, seriously, okay, come on, work, bitch. All right, come on, boom. Okay, okay. There. This is where we're gonna leave Brittany off. What do you think? You want to leave her off here? Let's just leave her off here. Yeah, she's hanging out with some friends. Be like, "What's up? Hey, you wanna go in the desert and jump and shit?" Like, I mean, okay. Then like, well, what if? Don't worry, we got a car. And then it's like, man, let's see here. Let's watch this. What's going on with that car? There we go. That's the view right there. Come on, that's it. I'll show you. This is it. Boom. That's it. Everything beautiful. Everything that I love except the desert. Oh, we got some mountains back there. Thank you, Brittany. Okay, 5 stages of grief. 5 stages of grief. And this is something that I wish more people would. I wish I would have known, because the thing is, when you're a kid and you're just going through this right here, like maybe your identity given to you by your family was this, or maybe your identity given by your family was this, or maybe in your family this worked as a tool, or maybe you just had to kind of be that all day long. And who knows? Or let me see if we can see a different. There's all kinds of different. Here we go. Got numbers. See, anger 74%. Oh, by the way, men, you can be angry in any. I think which emotion is most denied to men by society, by a church, by a marriage, by a relationship. For me. For me, which one? That's an interesting question. I'd like to know your answer. Which emotion was most denied? And what I mean by that is, if you experience this, then the family system that you grew up in didn't work. See, and one thing that I want to go at is I want to talk about how the 5 stages of grief and our upbringing it's really a spiritual journey. I mean, you may not have to do like the epic. You don't have to be like the epic. I think Joseph Campbell talks about the hero with lots of faces, or a million faces, and for me at this stage in my life, the expression that I want to offer, the light and love that I want to offer the world, is I want to just say, we really have to look at people and be cognizant of the 5 stages of grief. The 5 stages of grief, and as understanding grief, I think that should be foundational emotional intelligence. In fact, there was a guy, I think his name is Goldman. He wrote a book called Emotional Intelligence. And I grew up in a mid-class family, if you will, but emotionally, with emotional intelligence, we were like negative F. And so, we call it dysfunctional families. We can call it emotional intelligence. We can call it 5 stages of grief. We can call it psychoanalysis. Whatever label you want to put on it. Man, if I can use my channel to talk about this, so that I could help people, you're like, well, why is that important to you? Well, you can Google some statistics if you're a numbers person. I mean, in this country, more people die of suicide than combat death. So in our military, when you enlist in the military, you're more likely to die of suicide than to see than to die in combat. You know, and are we talking about that? And so in this channel, I want to definitely bring a lot of LOLs and maybe some good music, but more than anything, I want to use this channel to teach. Oh, and I'll show you a picture. It's amazing. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Talking about 5 Stages in Grief, and then he's talking about Sister Christian? Well, we got to be entertaining, because, for me, when I was a kid, if it wasn't fun, I didn't want to do it. Boom. Come on, work it, bitch. Okay. While this other computer is booting up, I worked out recently, really hard. Woke up and I was sore. There was pain. I physically felt pain. And that's, most people would call that a good pain. So there's good grief, and grief is not always bad. I mean, like today I woke up, I made old man noises, and and I'm gonna, it's harder. I'm like, wait, I worked out harder yesterday than I ever did, probably in the last 4 years. And what's really interesting is when it comes to our physical bodies, we have a place for, there's good pain, and that's, you need to go into that. You're probably getting stronger. But when it comes to emotional stuff, whenever, if you were to tell your friend that you were to go see a psychotherapist, or if you were to go see whatever your word for it is, there's still such a stigma on therapy, on mental health, and there's such a stigma. And so I'm like, wherever you're at, whether you're in a church or whether you're in a business, you're seeing this all day long. You're seeing this all day long. And I wish I would have known when I was younger that that my emotions were important, and that my emotions were speaking to something. And sometimes people even think that the emotions can be the voice of God, and you can be prompted, and and then there's a spiritual component to our emotions. And then if you look at the law of symmetry, and you look at do our bodies mirror our relationship with God? What does it look like? And there's good grief, and there's bad grief. There's good physical pain, and I've actually had injury. One time I went skiing outside of Durango, and I hurt my knee. I physically hurt my knee. Now, there was an intelligence in me that said, that pain, stop. And then today, the same knower, the same viewer, the same presence, same whatever voice is saying, no, you're getting stronger. You need to go move into that. It's interesting how we view pain, and maybe sometimes it's just easier, just to go to work. And so you guys be good. Email me, americano417@gmail.com. Yeah, I'll show you. In fact, I'll just put it on my Twitter. I saw a guy, he's in Pakistan, he's a nature photographer, took the most epic picture of his name's Alid Saeed. I know I'm mispronouncing his name. I'll give him full credit, but I love photography. But go look at this picture of this lion, and sometimes about moving into the 5 stages of grief, it's kind of a spiritual journey. And so when you start talking about spiritual things, for me, I need images. So go watch The Lion King. If you want to know the story of Jesus Christ, go watch The Lion King, or perhaps go on my Twitter, go to @Fibonacci, and look at this lion's face, and whatever image you have for God, I want you to allow this image of this amazing photographer. Again, he's out of Pakistan. His last name is Saeed. Amazing. He literally almost died taking this picture. And as a photographer, and as a Jesuitian, and as a spiritualist, and as a talker, a YouTuber, Fibonacci, Hala, whatever word you want to put on it, the spiritual journey that I'm going through, I need new images of God. And I hope you can be blessed by his photography, and I hope wherever he's at, support local photographers, follow him on Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter at Fibonacci, drop me some PayPal, Americana417 at gmail.com.